Hey, hi guys. So we've been in the coastal town of Ratnagiri for Kingfisher journeys. Yesterday evening was quite interesting because we were actually not even in a forest. We were by a forest stream next to a village, and we actually had two pairs of kingfishers there, right by the road. Uh, Vehicles passing by, people walking by. Nobody disturbed the bird, and the birds were pretty free, and they've been repetitively nesting there for years now. It's a sign. It is interesting to see in a country like India where uh, the the urban population is expanding and taking over the landscape, and how wildlife still coexists with humans is quite interesting to see. This morning we were invited by a family who said they have an interesting kingfisher in the backyard, and that's what we're doing. We're actually sitting in someone's backyard, and there's a kingfisher nesting here for the last 3 years. So evidently it's not being disturbed. That's the reason why it is nesting here, and it is quite a feeling. One would expect uh, to be in a forest to photograph rare kingfishers like the blue-eared kingfisher. So we're actually in someone's backyard, having chai, sitting, chatting with them. Villagers coming and going, vehicles passing by, and this pair of kingfisher, very brave, has been nesting around, comes, sits on one of the trees around before they go into the nest. And all they're doing is sitting here and photographing. Very unlike the hardship that one would expect being in a forest. And quite some results here. If you see, there you go, the kingfisher. And then while we were looking at the kingfisher, interestingly, a blackbird shows up and goes after a hawk moth. So who would expect to be in such a comfortable place? But yeah, a prime example of how wildlife coexists with human population in India. Somewhere it is also culturally interlinked, where conservation has intrinsically been a part of Indian culture. Most of our gods are associated with wildlife. Most of our festivals are associated with animals, and that is one of the reasons why you find such fantastic wildlife still existing in a booming population like India, and quite safe. So one of the reasons I feel we still have a bright future for wildlife in India is the people of India. Who, like I said, I don't think any other place that I've been to, you would see wildlife right in someone's backyard, a rare bird that people across the world come for, and instead of a forest, you're sitting in someone's house and photographing them. And they do, and the other interesting part is culturally, people also don't mind we being here. I don't imagine doing this in a Western country where you can barge into someone's house and they would be fine you sitting in their house for hours and entertaining you. Here they've been offering us water, food, assistance. They've been sharing their stories about the kingfisher with us that they've been observing the last few years. Quite interesting to see.